Yes, we will change our energy system in Switzerland by the use of these Swiss technology like the ski lift, other solutions, and your power. Not only in Patagonia, the glaciers are melting down. Here, one of the largest glaciers, the 70-kilometer long Uppsala Glacier, is losing 700 meters each year due to CO2. Switzerland is one reason for this CO2 emission increase. For example, the energy demand was increased by a factor of 8 in the last 7 decades. Electricity is one part of the today's used energy, but the base is still oil for the mobility sector and the heating sector in our buildings. And it will be finished in 2050 because then we have no resources anymore for oil. And we have to take care that all this consumption of and waste of energy caused a lot of CO2 emission. That was reduced a little bit by 12% in the last 3 decades, but have to be decreased by 80%. And it's not only done automatically, we have to do a lot to work for that, particularly in the next 2 decades. From 2020, 2030 to 2040, we will see a tremendous reduction in the fossil oil business in Switzerland. But we have to start. And let's do it. We have to start that changing process. Since 2000, the usage of wood for the production of heat out from renewables was increased, as you see it here. And the pink color shows us the increase of the usage of heat pumps, starting from 1.3 terawatt hours in 2000 to nowadays more than 5 terawatt hours. So a factor of 4. That was a success in Switzerland. Not all the things are bad, but we have to still improve that process and have to be a little bit faster than that. One solution is the exchange of fossil heating in the buildings by photovoltaics together with the heat pump. With that technology, we are able to meet our half cut of the CO2 emission from the building sector since 1990 in the coming years. But we need people and acting people in the government in each canton in different levels, like my former student, Neukomm, who is now claiming to exchange 100,000 of oil-powered heating systems in the canton of Zurich. And that is a hard work to do because in the last 30 years, this was not successful done. So mainly in the multifamily houses, most of 80% of all the heating systems were exchanged by another fossil heating system. So we have to go out to the people. We have the technology, but a very important point is to change the mind of the end customers. Other solutions are these solar cells, as I show you here. And in Switzerland today, 4% of the electricity is produced from solar, and per person we have installed one PV module with 1.6 square meter size. In the coming years, we have to increase that amount of photovoltaic solar power in Switzerland to sum up maybe 1/4 of all the electricity production at the end of this decade in 2030. And it's not enough to buy all these PV modules. We have to find new ways to mount them. We have to develop new systems. And there is a lot innovative work to be done by the next generation. And for example, this Swiss technology here, which was developed, and part of that was developed in our university as well, but there is an innovative startup company who is now selling these PV carport systems to charge EVs because the mobility sector failed dramatically in Switzerland to decrease CO2. What is very promising in Switzerland are the votes 3 years ago from the people, and 85% say yes, we want to change our energy system, and it's different from all the different cantons as we expected, but it's not enough. Today, only 1% of worldwide PV modules are operated and installed in Switzerland. We are a rich country that have to be much, much more than that. One of my students, Patrick Böhni, has developed a new way, a new method, a new algorithm, a new control system to control the heat pumps to improve the self-production of solar electricity in his own house. And this is one progress of technology we have to go forward over the coming years. And it is not enough to earn awards for these ideas and these concepts. We have to reduce CO2 as a result of all these work. In our university in Winterthur, and others university as well, we want to improve these skills about renewables and the change of the energy system together with our students. And yes, we can do it, and you have the power to do it. But take care, what we also need is written down here. You see here, we have to be not a fossil, we have to use the sun either. It's much better. So go for that.